Welcome back to the channel, guys, and in today's video I have a very exciting announcement to make, and I think a lot of you have already know, a bunch of you already know about it since the official announcement was made like a couple of days back. um, but yeah, the announcement is that Pokemon Go World Championships is coming to India, and it's probably the first Pokemon, like the official Pokemon event that's going to happen in the country, and I personally am very excited about it. And even though I generally refrain from the competitive PvP, this is the tournament that I'm definitely going to participate, and I wish or expect that a lot of Indian players do get to participate in this tournament, since you don't need to be physically present in anywhere. You can just battle it out from your home, and it's a good opportunity for the players to get into the PvP space and like show how good or how big the Indian community is in terms of Pokemon Go and Pokemon in general, so that we as in India in the country gets more and more Pokemon events and become more visible to something like Niantic and the Pokemon Company as well. So in this particular video, I'm going to speak about the details on where to find the tournament and how to register for it. And if you like, I mean, you have already clicked it. If you're watching this video, you're definitely interested in the tournament, and I personally expect, or I personally would want that a lot of players participate in this tournament. And yeah, if you wish to know the details and how to register, you have a bunch of details coming in front of you, so make sure to stay and watch the complete video. So I'll be strictly talking about the rules and the process to register for the India region, and I think this also applies to the other APAC regions as well. So you may try that out if you want to do that, or if you want to participate in that tournaments. But since I am from India, so I'll be speaking about how to register for the Indian tournament that's going to happen. So the common thing obviously between the everything is that you need to log into play.eslgaming.com, which is sort of managing this tournament for on behalf of Niantic and Pokemon Go. So first and foremost thing, you need to register yourself on this website. So since I'm already registered, I'll not be making a fresh registration, but I'll just show you what happens when you try to register. So first you need to do register to play, and when that happens, so it's loading. So yeah, you will be prompted to enter your email and a password if you already have an account, but if you don't, you will need to create an account, and there will be a lot of options which you can choose from, like register with email, register with Discord, register with Epic Games, Google Play, Station Network, Stream, Twitter. So if you are available on any of these platforms, you can just simply log on using this account. And but as I said, that since I'm already registered to this, I'll be logging into my email with my email and password, and I'll just pause the video for a minute and just resume when I'm logged in. So stay tuned. So now I am logged into my account, and as you can see that I am registered with my in-game name, which is indeed Sidby. So if you'll see here, I'll be getting an option of help, search, so on and so forth. But once you click on this trophy button, you will be able to see my tournament. So I'm already registered for Pokemon Go, but if you're a fresh player, what you need to do is you need to go to games, and here you'll see a lot of games, all the games that are happening on the ESL Gaming website. But you can go to search and enter Pokemon Go. I'll be linking down in the description the link which will directly route you to the Pokemon Go World Championship qualifiers, so that you don't need to do this exercise. But if you decide to log in via play.eslgaming.com without this hyperlink, then you would need to search Pokemon Go here, and then select the India region. There are other APAC regions as well, So depending upon your location, you can proceed with that, but yeah, as I said, I'll be featuring only India's region. So once you go into this India region, you'll see the details about the tournament, like info, rankings, results, players, so on and so forth. And if you see here, the registrations have already started, and the tournament will be held on 15th May 2022. Obviously this year, like not sure why I'm speaking the year, but the basic requirements are that you must have a trainer name, game ID, you have a residence of the following countries, which is India, and that applies for the other APAC regions as well. So you have to have the place of residence in the region you're trying to qualify for, and the player must be at least 13 years old. So these are before going into the rules, I'll just quickly show you on how to sign up. And if you wish to sign up, there will be an option here which will ask you to sign up, but since I'm already signed up, we are not seeing it. But definitely once you go here, you'll see a button called sign up, and over there you just need to enter some basic details and you are good to go. And if you see here at the moment, if I go into players, sorry, I have just a bit of a cold, so my voice is not that clear. But if you see here, there are a lot of players registered, and as you can see, a lot of players have already been registered. And since there are only 512 slots, you may want to speed up those registrations. And if I see here, you can see that I am logged into this. I am registered for this tournament. So now once you do that, you would need to log in your team of six, and in order to do that, you need to click on this link, Pokemon lineup form. And if I just log in here, I'll be routed to a Google form, and in this Google form, basically you need to enter the details of basically your details about your trainer name, your Pokemon Go account info, and then the team of six that you're going to register. So I'll just enter my email address which I am logged in with, and I'll just log in these details later, because some of these, since it's a shared laptop, but I can enter other details like my in-game name, my full name. I'll just enter my last name later. My age also, I can do this, like I don't have anything to hide. So I'm 28 years old. My country of citizenship is India. State of residence is Delhi. I'll just blur out the other personal details that are coming up in the auto prompt. My city of residence is again New Delhi. My Discord ID is Sylvie, and I'll just recall. I just see what my Discord ID, like with the hashtag details, is. But ESL Play ID is, I don't recall this, but you can just take it from there. And you need to enter your Pokemon Go trainer code, which is your friend code, and you can just see it on your Pokemon Go profile. And this is where you enter your Pokemon. So here you need to enter the name of the Pokemon, the CP of the Pokemon, and the moveset of the Pokemon. So here you enter the Pokemon name. Here you select whether the Pokemon is shadow purified or none of those. So basically, for instance, if you're running a purified Sableye, you need to enter it as purified Sableye, so that the people can know that there's a good chance that you are running return on the Sableye, right? So unlike Sylph, this is probably two differences which Sylph has, that a Sylph does not require you to enter a purified Pokemon, whereas here you will need to enter whether your Pokemon is purified. In Sylph, you do need to register a Pokemon as shadow, but not purified, right? And the other change is that you need to enter the Pokemon's movesets as well, which you have never seen in Sylph as well. But over here for the regional qualifiers, you need to enter those charge moves as well as the fast moves. So I think these moveset will be visible to your opponent. So do make sure that you don't miss out on this basically, and you don't change your moveset once you register this with the Pokemon. So just for the reference, say if I'm entering something like Talonflame, right? This is not my team of 6, by the way. So Talonflame is neither of the above. The fast move will be Incinerate. The charge attack would be Flame Charge, and then the charge attack 2 would be Brave Bird. So you do need to enter your team of 6 similarly in this fashion. So just for the sake of another example, so I enter Sableye. Sableye is purified, then it will be Shadow Claw. The charge attack would be Foul Play and return. And say my third Pokemon is Nidoqueen, then it has to be Shadow. The fast move would be Poison Fang. Not Poison Fang, but Poison Jab. Sorry what I'm speaking of. Poison Fang. And then it would be, let's say for instance, Earthquake if I'm trying to be spicy. So here you need to enter your team of 6 like this, and then you agree to a bunch of terms and conditions. That you need to join this Discord server, by the way, so so that they can coordinate with you over Discord. So I reckon the coordination will typically be over the Discord server by ECS Gaming, and then you acknowledge to these terms and conditions and these terms and conditions. So since I have not filled all the details, I'll not be able to submit this form, but this is how you can submit the form. You'll need to submit the form and register your team of 6. So I think at this point of time that there are no charges for this. Since I personally have not registered myself for yet, I don't think it's there, but I've checked with other players who have registered their team of 6, and there are no charges as of yet. So it's a good thing if you are interested in PvP or Pokemon Go in general. Just feel free to register or sign up for this tournament. There will be a lot of good battlers from India which will be able to interact, and if PvP is something that you want to do in terms of Pokemon Go, in terms of playing Pokemon Go, I think this will be a great place to start, even if you are a beginner. And this is a Swiss. The rounds will be in the Swiss format, so you'll be able to play how many rounds, and this is not an eliminator, so you'll have ton of exposure with a lot of different players as well. And trust me, the Pokemon Go PvP community, especially I'm talking about Indian PvP community, is very close knitted, and there are a bunch of really good people. And if you want to just make acquaintance or make friends with a lot of them, then you can check out my Discord channel as well. Over there we are hosting regular tournaments which you can participate and get to know other battlers as well. So just looking at the going over some of the rules. So the tournament format will be the best of 3. So you'll need to win 2 battles to claim victory, and depending upon the number of participants, the rounds will be decided. So if the number of participants are 17 to 32, we will have 5 rounders. And the tournament a maximum of 512 participants can register, so that the tournament will become a 9 rounder. But so it's basically similar to what Sylph has to offer. And this tournament in a lot of ways it's quite similar to Sylph. I think besides those 2 differences which I have mentioned earlier, I don't think there are much changes as compared to what Sylph has to offer. So the tournament has a maximum of 512 players. All players who have fully completed their registration before the maximum number of players has been reached will be eligible for the tournament. So I think if you've already signed up but not registered your team of 6 like myself, then you still have not confirmed your participation in the tournament, and you'll need to register your team of 6. So say for instance a set of 500 players, 512 players have registered their team of 6 before I have done it, then I probably will not be able to participate. So don't think that if you have signed up for the tournament and not filled the team of 6, you have guaranteed your place in that tournament. So do make sure to enter your team of 6. And regarding the matchup details, it's an online battle, so you don't need to be physically present at the spot to do the battle. So you can just battle from home. And the team selection, you may only use 6 individual Pokemon, so it's basically quite similar to Cell. When entering the tournament, altering the battle team in the way after the tournament has begun is forbidden. So I think you might be able to change your team of 6 until the tournament starts, but definitely not after that. And it will be in the Great League format, so the maximum CP per Pokemon is 1500, and victory is calculated by knockout of all 3 opposing Pokemons or who dealt the highest damage before the times run out. So in case the timer runs out, which generally do not happen in the Great League, but if it does, the Pokemons, the first priority is given to how many Pokemons the trainer has been alive. So say for instance, for one player all the 3 Pokemons are alive, but for the other player, player B, let's call it, only 2 Pokemons are alive when the timer runs out. So the trainer with 3 Pokemon alive will be given the victory. But in the event that there are that both the trainers have same number of Pokemon left, in that case it's calculated on the basis of HP remaining on both the Pokemon on the Pokemons left, and whichever trainer has the highest HP remaining, that trainer is given the victory. So that is how it normally plays out in the GBL, and that is how I expect it to be, because because the damage done is not necessarily you cannot calculate that, in my opinion. So it's basically a gray area, right? So on how to play, so once your opponent has been decided, you need to contact your opponent, and there are a bunch of different ways wherein you can battle them. So the first is you can send in the battle QR code, and your opponent might be able to scan that battle code, and then you just play. And the other one is, which I personally prefer, or I think a bunch of different players as well, that you add the other trainer as a friend and then send the battle request. And lately previously there was a requirement that you need to be at least the first level friends. I'm not sure, I think it's the good friend. So you need to be at least one level of friend, but that has been now that is not there anymore. So you can just simply send the friend trainer request, and then once the trainer accepts, you're good to battle. So it's a good thing. And coming to the prizes, so the top 4 players will qualify for the world championship. So that's basically amazing. So whoever goes to the top 4, my best wishes and congratulations to them. They must be probably one of the best in the India. So if you feel like that you are one of the best in India in PvP, do make sure to participate in this tournament and represent our country in the Pokemon Go World Championships. And the other thing, or the consolation prize for the 30 winners will be selected among those who register for the Pokemon Go World Championship qualifier, and they will receive a ticket code for Pokemon Go Fest. So if you are participating and you still do not win, then there is some chances for you to get a ticket to Pokemon Go Fest and enjoy yourself in the Go Fest coming in later. So that's pretty much it. And if I go over some of the key rules for this tournament, I would be happy to do so. And if you see here the general understanding, rule changes, I think this basically these are basically the common things. And excuse me, and some of the basic things that I can list it out is, excuse me again. So again, this is an online tournament, so you don't need to be physically present. And the tournament will happen on 15th of May. So if you are available at that point of time Then yeah, and the tournament and the registration for the tournament closes on 12th of May, so there is a bunch of time. There are close to 3 weeks remaining for the registration, and do make sure to register if you really want to participate. And I would encourage a lot of Indian players to participate, because this is probably the first time a Pokemon event, not a Pokemon Go event, but a Pokemon tournament is being held for India. So if we get good participation from our country, I think the Pokemon company in itself will recognize this, and it will benefit the other mainstream Pokemon games, like the main I don't know what it's called, like Pokemon Go, Pokemon Sword and Shield, and then trading card game stuff, bunch of other stuff, main series games, right? So that's it. And then I've already spoken about the tournament format. It will be a Swiss format, and then the number of rounds. And no, not Swiss, I think it was a different, like so you'll not be battling every other trainer, because that would be like quite hectic battle, like doing 99 battles if we get to 100 participants. But the match format, it will be in the in the Great League format. And then you cannot I think this particular rule is um, quite significant to know about, that you cannot register Pokemon with two species. Like you can, I think let me just read it out. Battle teams can include up to one of the same Pokemon with different Pokemon forms, that is Sunny Cast form and Rainy Cast form, or Geodude and Alolan Geodude are considered to be the same Pokemon. So basically, you can the most relevant Pokemon for the Great League is Galarian Stunfisk. So you cannot have Galarian Stunfisk and Unova Stunfisk in the same team of 6. Same thing goes for Alola Ninetales and Counter Ninetales, similarly, like Geodude or Alolan Geodude mentioned in this. So that's something to know about ourselves, that's the key. And I think you cannot even register your Mega Pokemons and stuff like that. So another thing, that registered battle teams cannot be changed until the tournament is over. Any changes regarding Pokemon in the battle team, such as strengthening, evolving, changing charge moves, unlocking charge moves, purifying, or changing the form of Pokemon with multiple regional forms, are prohibited. So you cannot do any of the action mentioned above, and I think there will be some sort of flying there will be some sort of checks happening by the tournament organizers or the moderators on your account. So it's a request, don't try to be too smart. You cannot avoid the moderators. They'll know what to check and when to check. So best buddy with boosted CP can be included in the battle team. The Pokemon must be registered with the boosted CP, and you cannot change the Pokemon with boosted CP during the tournament. So say for instance you are using an XL Lickitung, and I'm not sure if it's really worth to power it up all the way to level 51, but I add, like say for instance Chansey, right? So if you wish to use Chansey and you have a best buddy boost on it, so make sure you register it with the best buddy boost and like level 51 and not level 50 CP. And shadow Pokemons are allowed, as I said. The banned Pokemons are Ditto and Shedinja, and then Mega Pokemons are also not allowed in this tournament. So make sure you don't register these 3 Pokemons, and I think if you play GBL or Self, I think these Pokemon are just like banned for eternity. So Megas, I think I have and hope that they may or may not come in the future. Like I personally hope that they will, but Ditto definitely is keeping us banned for forever. So match preparation, I think it's not that relevant. Handling of the matches, the player who defeats all the Pokemon wins, obviously. And then yeah, if there is a draw, then when there is a tie with a score of 0-0, both sides are considered to have won, and the score is set at 1-1. which is very very unlikely to happen. When there is a tie with a score of 1-0 0-1, both sides are considered have won, and the score will be 2-1 or 1-2 either to determine the winner. So if in this case, if there is a tie with both the parties have, like when the score is 1-0 or 2-1, then both the players will be awarded a win basically. And when there is a tie with the score of 0-0 or 1-1, the rematch will be played until a winner is determined as a tiebreaker. So this is quite critical to know, because in GBL you are given, both the players are given the straightaway loss, and in Sylph you need to battle out again, irrespective of what the score of the entire matchup is, or the entire round is at that point of time. So in order to avoid like futile discussions, or don't raise like just stupid questions with the moderators. I think this is something that's good to know. I mean, there is highly unlikely chance that it's going to happen, but definitely it's going to happen for a couple of matches. At least in my experience, it will. So tournament settings, game invitation, I've only also spoken about result, abandoning forfeit. I think you can just go through all these, and without making this video too big, you just make sure to check this page out, because it's really important. And yeah, and make sure to sign up for the qualifiers and for the tournament. So I hope and expect to see a lot of you here. And if you watch this video and then decided to participate in this tournament, then make sure to let me know in the comments down below, so that I can thank you when we do eventually get to speak in the tournament. Or if you have any doubts about the tournament and you wish to question me, then either you can comment down in the video, or you can join in my Discord channel, and I'll be happy to resolve any queries. And there are a bunch of people from the PvP community who will be able to help you out as well. And that's it for this video, and until next time, peace.